Join me in a prayer, please. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for today. So thankful for this time with this wonderful church family. God, when I was born, you knew that at this time I will be here, I'll be speaking. I ask your presence as I speak, your wisdom. And I pray that everything we do, God, is to glorify your name. It's in the name of Jesus I pray. Amen. When I was born, a few years after that, my father got married, my stepmom, and on the wedding day, my mom, sorry, let me take it back. When they got married, they had to hide me in a basket. It's this store basket they used to save or store food after harvesting season. And that was so my stepmother doesn't know my dad had son with it before they got married. So I was hiding in a basket throughout the day until the wedding was over. Who knows what could have happened during the time I was in the basket. Until now, that is still haunting when I'm searching for the purpose of life. When I think about how powerful our God, the Holy Spirit that is among us every day, even at this very moment when we are sitting here. God knew I would be here. I was thinking about that when I was sleeping in a 5-star hotel last night here in America. So one time I was in a basket, hidden, and all of a sudden, at my 32 years old, I'm sleeping in a 5-star hotel in Texas. Maybe you understand why I'm still searching purpose of life. And that's why, that should tell you why I'm in Rwanda serving God. Because I'm still searching the purpose of life. I think there is a lot of things that needs to be accomplished for the time we are on earth. But I'm so thankful God has put wonderful people around me who encourages me, who gives me a good example. Look, these things are not going to Rwanda, I'm very, very sure. These things are going to be blessing the community you belong to. It's a very such an encouragement that keeps me awake, and I still want to do the same thing in my community. My very small community called Nharama Village, a community that experienced hardship in the hardest way. And as a child who was born there, went through that, it's my responsibility to go back and find the very same kids who are being hidden or could be hidden in a basket. A basket that's supposed to store and keep food. But we shouldn't be surprised. Moses was left in the river to die. He came out strong. He was raised. He saved many people. So I think we are called to do the same thing for our community, for our neighborhood, for anywhere. Try to leave a legacy behind. Today, I had a privilege and honor to be with the Bible class, in which many of you attended. I explained to you about the ministry I started in my home village of Narama. And not to take much of your time, I want to go through the slide real quick. And I'm sorry, the slide has so many slides, I will have to go through them very quick. And some of you are going to ask, how come so many things, so many good things are happening? And you are telling us you was in the United States in 2016 in school. When everything we do is because of God. And God does a lot of things in a small amount of time. I think in 3.5 years, Jesus had accomplished so much. People who do research, who knows more than I do, say that Jesus, if you do things Jesus have done, or things he did in his early age, you can't even find books that will fit what he did. So everything I did, it's not me. Praise God. It's God. It's Jesus. I would ask the person on slideshow to go to the next slide. Rwanda Children and Ministry I started. We trust in the power of our God who made all people, and believe that Jesus, God, in the flesh, set us an example of hope, mercy, and love for our neighbor. As a result, Rwanda Children seeks to embody and live out the example of love through our presence and through the sharing of our resources with our vulnerable and at-risk children in the country of Rwanda. I hope one day God grace us all, me, to be able to expand our work all over the world. Next slide, please. These are components of our ministry, and when you put them together, they come back and be a service to the children. When we are helping children who are at risk, who could be hidden or who are found in a basket, when we help their mom understand that child should have rights, when we help the dad start a business so he can take care of his son, that comes back to the protection of the child. When we help a mom learn how to make a soap, when we give a goat to a struggling family and they are able to pay health insurance, they are able to buy school uniforms, they are able to pay tuition, that comes back to the protection of those children. Remember, this is my very home village where I grew up from. Those who were in a Bible class, we talked about how my grandmother, the one who raised me after my dad got married to my stepmom, She was killed in front of me in a church when the killers threw a grenade to her, and she passed away in front of me. Blood, all the flesh was on me after a grenade hit her. Next slide, please. The next. The group you see over there is a group of kids on our campus. These kids are taking care of our ministry 24 hours, 7 days. They lived on campus for several years. But just this past few months, they came to me and said, we want to form a group called the Mirror of Jesus. And I kept wondering, what is the mirror of Jesus? My partners, my friends asked me, what is the mirror of Jesus? And every time they asked me, I went back and asked the kids, and I said, what do you want to do? They said, we want to be God when we are back in school. And I say, how? Say, we want to be an example. We don't want to make you look shame, because they all know you are the one who's raising us. We want to be an example. We want to be the light and salt in our community. And I told them, good luck. And because when you're trying to be Jesus, I don't know, it's a very hard topic. Because the only book that tells us about Jesus, just a glimpse of it, is Luke 2:25. I think that's where we learn a little bit about Jesus. Because we can't talk about Jesus and we can't compare ourselves with Jesus. So these kids, when I see these kids we are raising, taking a step and wanting to be Jesus, it encourages me. And it encourages me to want to be like them. You would think that I'm learning, they are learning from me, but I'm learning from these kids. These are kids I rescued about 2 years ago. Some of the kids were at risk on the streets. Some were at home, literally dying. But now I'm learning from them. The team behind me is worshiping. That's my team I work with every day when we go in a community. They get a little bit of salary, but when you compare what they do, it's a lot. That keeps me going. Next, please. That's a baptismal pool. Next one, please. The next one. This baptismal pool, people were in a Bible class. I got a privilege and honor to share that with them. That this baptismal pool was built on contribution of Southern Hills Church of Christ from Ireland. And today, for the very first time, and of course I'm the one who reached out to Southern Hills and said, our local church really needs a baptismal pool. And there were one Bible class was very gracious enough to say, we want to build that baptismal pool. But what is so wonderful, this baptismal pool saw over 120 people being baptized this very morning, because Rwanda right now is a night on Sunday, so they baptized them today in the morning. I got those pictures when I was sleeping in a 5-star hotel. Thank God. And I had to wake up and plug them in a slideshow because I didn't want you to miss this opportunity. So that's them being baptized. 2 of our kids in the middle of Jesus are being baptized. And they are accepting Jesus as their Savior, and are willing to present Him and work and be His feet and His hands on earth. Next. That's how many people are there. The church is open. The roof is open because they are still building the church. But they wanted to build the baptismal pool before anything else. Move to the next, please. So those are our kids in our ECD program. Keep going to the next slide. And they are very lucky. They are going to have a primary school on our campus again. Next slide. They have soccer, basketball, and volleyball field. Please. Next. They come on campus to be inspired, to meet successful people. That's my wife on a previous picture, and Dr. Karen Vaughn from Waco. Next slide. That's a race when they come together for detection of talents. I got to Abilene Christian University because of my running capability. Hopefully one of them will get a scholarship at UT University. Next slide, please. We have interns come to us on our campus to serve alongside us. Next. Next. We have families that are struggling, kids, young girls who've been raped, and out of the rape, they got babies when they were still young. We are teaching them basic skills that don't require to have a bachelor, so they can be able to start on their own and take care of their families. We are putting back families that have separated through our counseling program. We are giving goats around the country. You might wonder why a goat, because when you give a goat a family and they take a good care of the goat, within 6 months, the goat gets between 2 and 3 babies. One goat is enough to cover tuition if they sell it, to cover school uniform, to cover health insurance. So we felt that was a micro loan or microfinance piece you can give a family, and the family will get up on their feet. And we tell them, if they get 3 babies, 1 goat is for the neighbor. And that's how you make a neighborhood or a community strong, because everybody is accountable for their neighbors. They wouldn't sell that goat because they know that goat doesn't belong to that one family. It's a community goat. It's there to help them with their economy. We teach them how to make handcrafts. Different families. Some kids we are taking care of now came to us very sick. You can see one kid on picture. He had intestinal parasites. You can see his belly. But the next picture, that's him after 1 year. You can see him waving. That's him after 1 year. That's the boy you see came to us when he was literally dying. Now, right below, he's walking around our campus. He's a very lovely child. Who knows what miracle he's going to do? The nurse you see is a nurse at our clinic. My wife is a nurse. She has a LVN degree from Cisco Junior College in Abilene, where we met. And she does tours with the other nurse, Sabine, and they give kids pills for intestinal parasite every 3 months. That's my wife in a corner. Next slide, please. They've been some of the families we support. They've been able to grow food. Some have started a business. The lady you see in the picture is selling tomatoes and vegetables. Next slide, please. That's her. selling her tomatoes and vegetables. That's a business she started between $15 and $20. They learn, excuse me, they learned how to make soaps. Some of our ladies widows and survivors of the genocide who joined our programs have learned how to sew. And now when they graduate, we give each one a machine to start a business right away. And you can go back and connect all the dots. It all comes back to the protection of that child. Next slide, please. That's our microfinance loan officer who teaches those families, create a self-esteem in those parents who feel like they were powerless, they had nothing to do with making progress in their lives. Now they feel self-worthy and they're fighting every day to get up and be better and be good family, good mom, good dad. We have a deforestation center. This helps with our deforestation initiative because our area is very dry and we felt called to provide trees, fruits, and vegetables to the community so it can get green, they can eat healthy food. Next. Those are the things we've been able to accomplish in 2018. And there's so many, but times like this, I come to you and I'm lucky to meet people. It's an opportunity to let you know that if you get behind us, we can continue to make this such improvement. We can continue to make this such impact to the community, to the children. And you can reach out to us by visiting our website, which is www.rwandachildren.org, or you can send us an email at info@rwandachildren.org. And there is so many ways you can partner with us. Our website tells you a lot of things and how you can partner with us. Next slide, please. That's a list of our wish list. And when you reach out to us, we are able to share some of with this list and some of our programs. Keep going. Our kids are very grateful for your sponsorship. I have a list of kids who need sponsors over there. You only take a flyer that has a key information if you are convinced that you're going to sponsor one. The reason why is because I brought a few documents, but we can also send to you on your email if you request it. So if you are interested in sponsoring any of the child, please look at the table or go there and put your email down. We send you once a month an email telling you how your child is doing, how they are making progress, and you can send him a message or her. You can send them a birthday gift, and so forth. Right? We give goats. When you go on our website, you can find out how to give a goat. It costs about $30 a goat, and giving a family a goat is like a life-changing tool you are giving a family. Like I said, there are so many things they can do with that goat. Next. Praise God. I just want to tell you that all I do is talking. My team is the one that does a lot of these things. And they are behind me saying thank you for all your support. They are looking forward to keep partnering with you. The next slide. We have a Christmas party that takes place every year. That's for our kids. The person you see is me and my wife there. you can sponsor that program too. You can still send us an email at info@rwandachildren.org, and we can show you how you can partner with us. Next slide. Next slide. Oh, that's it? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful honor, privilege to get to be here at this time. I hope to see you again. You are welcome to come to Rwanda and meet wonderful people we have there. We have a group that comes in June. We have another group that comes in November every year. So if you send us an email, we can show you how you can come and serve alongside us. Thank you. May God bless you.